Greetings. Hi, my name is Amir Sankofa Kwali. I'm with Ask Life Coaching Ministries. I'm trying to cut my video off just to make sure you guys hear me. And of course, just look down and my charger's going out. So anyway, you have to excuse the face, although it's cute. Um, I actually am breaking out a little bit because I'm doing this fast. Today I actually broke my fast. And I've been doing a lot of cleansing with the use of these herbs that I'm currently taking, so my body's kind of getting adjusted to it. So I'm trying to find a way to really cleanse and get rid of a lot of these toxins. And I've also, and I know we're talking about money Reiki, but I'm just sharing this as well. I also, we will talk about that, I promise. I also am doing this cleanse for the Yomi. So you know what the Yomi is, the Umi. And that's going great. And it's to the point where I am feeling so much better. My stomach is going down. And I'm also, by the way, guys, I'm losing weight. Not that I'm huge, because I'm not. I'm pretty decent. But I just want to shed a few pounds. And I want to get into that bathing suit very soon. Anyway, not that I'm going to show anything, but I just want to know that I can get into a bathing suit. You know how it is. Anyway, I'm very, very excited. I kind of started going back over a lot of my notes for my students. And I have a lot of students that it's not necessarily they know they want to get into the idea of Reiki, but as I was stating before in all my a lot of different videos, of course I have more than just Reiki videos, but I just, just got a thing for Reiki. So I pretty much kind of want to get back into, see why y'all tell me my hair was kind of sticking up there? I want to get back into telling people a little bit about Reiki. And at any rate, it is this particular Reiki that I'm very fond of. Of course, it's called Money Reiki. And I do find myself very compelled in talking about it and just kind of getting everybody to understand part of it. And of course, it has the practitioner part, and it has the Grand Master's Manual. So of course, it taps somewhat into the this form as a certain kind of way. It's essentially the somewhat thing, but when you're, of course, once you get a greater understanding for it, it has similar details, and it's pretty a nice size manual. It has practically 34 pages in it. And what I do appreciate, and I was taught this, of course, and the person that taught me really, 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 really opened my eyes. And of course, I didn't per se create this Reiki, the money Reiki. However, this lady named Stephanie Brazil created this. And of course, she's a Reiki master as well. So I thought it was kind of interesting. I did appreciate the highlights of it. And I'm just going to share a couple of things with you because I'm not getting ready to go all the way in detail. You have to take the atonement from me. Or find someone that teaches atonement, but hopefully it's me. So anyway, just go over a couple of things. The Money Reiki, of course, is a style of Reiki, and as I was telling you about, it deals with the spirit of energy of money. So, of course, the way things are at this point, we do want to have money because obviously this is how the world goes around, and especially it's not about capitalism, but especially if we got to pay bills. I don't believe, like as I studied to you before, I don't believe in brokerdom. I think brokerdom is whack Arnold's. So of course, with this atonement, I did find very interesting. I did feel the tingling. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It was kind of a weird sensation with it. So Reiki is definitely for those who are not necessarily familiar with Reiki. If I were you, to be honest with you, I would definitely at least take some Reiki to get this knowledge, but certainly in understanding the distance, understanding what distance is, and you have to be able to create like a type of a visualization with that, because this is how it helps to trigger the energy for this healing practice. And so you definitely want to be able to call this atonement in. So this deals somewhat with aspects of distant Reiki healing. So I would definitely advise you to get into the energy, the knowledge of Reiki itself. I don't advise you just to step in and walk in and be like, okay, I'm going to get into my Reiki. I'm just saying I think it's best, because you have to understand what distance atonement is versus being able to heal on a face-to-face level. So anyway, so let's see. So anyway, the atonement kind of just is to explain certain, I guess, prerequisites about this. So of course, the author per se who wrote this, and I already gave you her name, talks about when she was 23 years old and she had this disability of CFS. So of course, it's chronic fatigue syndrome. So by 24, she had charged up her credit cards, and she, to the point of no return. So she found herself in default with credit card payments. She went through all these different things. She had to struggle in her adult life, and she studied exclusively and extensively about prosperity systems and teachers. And she wanted to definitely make a difference in her financial situation. So, of course, I'm just kind of paraphrasing some things. Of course, I'm not going to go through all of this because, again, you got to take the course. So, basically, she talked with her teacher, and her teacher, of course, promised that she can help. Y'all until I had a thing. I know I just came off this fast and I had to eat. Anyway, she had to definitely go through this with this particular teacher who was talking to her about earning these thousands of dollars and how pretty much how this system works. So of course she talked with a good friend who's into prosperity thinking, and of course, and so it was basically never too late. They was about to get evicted from the home, yada yada yada. So let's kind of go on paraphrasing. So, of course, in money Reiki, this course is, of course, will not be able to help you with exactly money problems to resolve immediately. But if you really focus and do some visualization and begin to think more positively about your situation and understand the persistent application of energy healing, of course, all will be taken into your life, and you can gradually overcome your financial issues. So, of course, this is something that we all want to do because, again, we want to work hard, but less work hard, but earn more money. So, basically, money Reiki, we know that it takes a different approach toward prosperity. A lot of these courses that teach you about growing money, how we should perceive money, and basically it is less about abundance, manifestation of abundance, but it's more clearly about removing the negative energy in relation to money. Because like I said, I just done told y'all about how people make you feel guilty because you're trying to get more money, because you're trying to get money in general, and how people begin to start calling you a capitalist. And you don't necessarily want to be called a capitalist just because you're trying to earn money, because you're trying to make a living, because this is the way the world works. This is realistic, okay? And it's not that you're saying you're being lazy, it's saying that you're working to obtain this. This is not begging people. This is like, listen, I'm trying to work to obtain this. And not only am I going to work to obtain this, but I'm going to change the theory within my mind. I'm going to reprogram my mind in order to gain more of a leverage. So, this is doing with work such as certain affirmations. It should be first and help to build up your energetic system, and affirmations will have a stronger effect. So you definitely want to really work on your affirmations. You have to have strong affirmations and clear out all the negative energies that surrounding money, and you want to strengthen it and become more stronger, and clear, about your energy. And of course, washing the negativity away and begin to start attracting, because you know how early, you know how I've talked about this before, and you, of course, they have so many books out there, but in so many thoughts of theory about the law of attraction, that stuff is real. The law of attraction stuff is real, because if you all the time thinking you ain't, almost curse y'all, if you ain't nothing all the time, then of course, guess what you gonna think? You ain't nothing. And that's not the reality. Reality is you are something, you're a good person, you da 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 da, you a beautiful energy. And if, of course, if you feel like you're a beautiful energy, and you know that you're a beautiful energy, and you walk with the grace of a beautiful energy, it's going to compel to the outside world. So okay, it works the same way with money, y'all. So, of course, please note that there's differently relating situations in regards to money, because sometimes people can be too greedy. Sometimes they can have past problems. They have embedded a negative into their psyche about, like I told you before, about made to be feeling guilty about, obtaining money. And, of course, the way people look at you, and jealousy. So good news, you don't have to know exactly what the issues are, because the energy will definitely do the work. So in taking a closer look, as a Reiki master, and again, like I stated to you before, I would advise you to get some Reiki underneath the belt, preferably a Reiki master. I'm not saying necessarily a grandmaster like myself, but definitely a master, because you definitely have to understand the system to begin with. So of course, this goes, your physical body is connected to your energy system. So everything within the physical body first begins to your energy. So definitely, even looking at the illnesses, that's why they tell you to laugh. That's why a lot of times, I don't know if I've always been like that. I can recall laughing at certain things that, really was traumatic for me, because of the fact that laughing is part of healing. Playing music is part of healing. Feeling good, telling affirmations, exercise, a lot of things are part of healing. So that's why a lot of times when people get sick, they surround themselves, in most cases, they surround themselves with people, who don't feel sorry for them. They want to surround themselves with happy people. Because who in the hell, if you know you're going to die tomorrow, why do you want to sit up and just cry and cry and cry all day, instead of just living your life to the fullest? You might get longer time. Why? Because you're happy. Or it might happen and at least you die happy. But it's all about the way that we perceive things, okay? So, of course, a situation when it's making you upset, perhaps you're in an abusive relationship, but over time the negative energy from the relationship damaged your energetic system. And as you notice, that's what they call it, scars, like emotional scars, and the energy flows in the wrong places. And of course, this can cause, again, like I was telling you about, this can cause a lot of illnesses, such as like your immune system getting low, ulcers, high blood pressure, cancer, all kinds of things, okay? And even like if you have sickle cell, a lot of times when people are stressed out, their sickle cell comes, where they have their immune system goes down, and they suddenly find themselves in the hospital because their cells have shot down low. And also, even with MS, multiple sclerosis, if you're stressed out, you can't be under a lot of stress. Or even lupus, if you find yourself under a lot of stress and doing a whole lot, your system is broken down because of all the stress. Of course, even though you may have it, it's still maybe somewhat bearable during these times when you're less stressed. So, again, your body does require that you get that positive energy flow going through it, because it does respond to illnesses in more of a positive way, provided. And I'm not just saying that positivity cures everything. I'm just saying that it helps. That's all I'm saying. So don't quote me, say, oh, Mira stated to me that all these illnesses that I have will be cured if I smile. I'm just saying that it's more of an effective. I mean, just think about it. Just think about the people who are ill. And a lot of times I've been around people who have died. I mean, have had, chronic illnesses, and they were on their last days, and they really found pleasure, because, and then they also taught me, that's another thing that I've learned as a Reiki grandmaster, that you know that you have only one life to lead in this particular vessel. Now your energy, although may be constant, so you want to find the best happiness as possible, so you cannot spend your time wasting it away on worried about this and this and that, instead of living your life. And that's not saying not to be prepared about things. That's just saying to enjoy yourself. Okay. So definitely. Okay. I know I did went on a tangent. Something that's not even in the book. So I'm gonna get back on task. Okay. So therefore, if you're having problems with money, it's probably due to some underlying problem that you have with your energetic system. This is according to Money Reiki states, the author of this. And so you have to definitely think more positive, and it will not work for many people. Thinking positive does not necessarily work for many people, in other words, what she's saying. So for some people, those who think with their energetic systems of being more positive thinking, people find themselves more energetically happy, and they're fully surrounded with money. But I'm not going to do buts. I'm just going to go with the reality of happiness. And don't get me wrong, money cannot necessarily buy you happiness, but think about it. If you always broke and you can't do this, you can't do it, I would rather be with money, because what you say you can buy you happiness. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if you're already a happy person, whatever it is, once you get money, then it triples 10 times. So if you're already happy, then of course happiness will help you to gain. Because I know that when I'm helping people, I find myself very happy about it, and the money comes. I don't know. It's just me, y'all. So of course so let's start going into this grand detail about money, being naturally to do better with money, that people have severe energetic traumas relating to money. So I mean, yeah, I understand that. So she gives examples like athletes and what athletes go through, and how certain months of her two students who won lottery wins and new job offers, and of course results from energetic system or prime, they need to align their thoughts with the results of theirs. Other students, on the other hand, who are struggling even though they did their homework, most likely their energetic system was blocked in such of a way that positive thinking was effective for them. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I'm not gonna lie. Because, and although I love helping people, but I don't allow my students, and they have a right to, I want people to tell me how they feel, but it's only so long you can stay miserable around me. It's only so long that you're going to constantly talk about how messed up your life is, because guess what? You're not going to keep saying that your life is messed up. We're going to have to really reprogram your brain into understanding that life is pretty much somewhat what you make it. Don't get me wrong. Now that's a whole nother topic that we can definitely get into, about sometimes things do happen. Let's say majority of the time, bad things happen to good people. And it seems like the bad and the worst of the worst get all the good luck. That's what it seems like sometimes. However, even if that is true, why is that something that I want to constantly be faced with? You know what I mean? And if that's a reality, it's a reality. But I don't really think so. I think that things, whether it's good or bad, it shapes you into the person that you are to become in the path. Anyway, so let's go on. Again, I went on a tangent, didn't I? If you're coming to Money Reiki, perhaps you do not miraculous results the way that you want to. And of course, you're looking at a better way, or you have a better one in folks doing well, positive thinking, perhaps you want better results. Either way, Money Reiki will help. This is because Money Reiki serves to strengthen your energetic system in the arena of money. And don't get me wrong, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did read this, and a lot of times we definitely, when we're doing these atonements, we want to really go in with a positive mind frame. We don't want to start off something, even whether you believe it or not, or whether you're like, I'm kind of struggling with it. You still want to always go in something with a positive mind frame, because again, you're the one that's wanting to change your life. You're the one that wanting to change others' lives around you, or your students' life if you're a grandmaster or you teach this course. But you always want to try to have a positive outlook and thoughts on things. So of course they're talking about the positive. Then they have this party and we talk about positive thinking versus positive feeling. So yeah, I mean today, kind of okay. Now let's kind of go into detail. So okay, so you may notice that positive feeling generates results. Positive thinking is basically what you're telling yourself. So let's go into more. Now, this is kind of what she basically asked the question about this trend that she's noticed on the prosperity teachers that she asked this question to. So positive thinking, of course, positive feeling, I should say, I'm sorry, will work for many people, but not for all. For you see, generating positive feelings is still working on the more than cause. So, of course, when you ever met a person who is radiant, sincere, positive attitude, changes that the person has extremely highly energetic system. People with healthy energetic systems will be happier and healthier and more successful than the people with unhappy energetic systems. That's interesting that they said that. Y'all have to excuse me, I haven't read this in so long, but I still kind of felt it. So, of course, they go into detail about the positive thinking and positive feeling even more. So, generally, when speaking, in the natural state of positive thinking and feeling is a result of a happy, energetic system. So, of course, when I talked about the law of attraction, that's the first thing that came to mind. So that's what they talk about. So when it is healthy, it's an energetic system that it attracts more of a positive and powerful than thought or feeling. So here we go. So of course there it gets more interesting when you think about it, because you definitely generate a positive feedback loop. So positive feelings, of course, in addition to positive thinking, can work to heal your underlying system, just as bad feelings and thoughts to hurt your energetic system. So, you know, as far as there's even more powerful within the work of the energetic system and energetic healing. This is how the money Reiki does work. So basically, if you do your positive thinking, positive feeling work at the top of the Reiki, this author definitely feels like the results will come even more powerful for you. So in this course, definitely they're saying number one, your personal money energy. Two, tribal money energy. Three, the spiritual energy of money. And they're like, spiritual energy of money? What the blink are you talking about? That was the first thing I thought when I read this. But I gave it, again, I relaxed my mind. I did not allow myself to go into this theory of doing a whole bunch of questionings. I wanted to allow myself an even feel for what this author was trying to say. Because, again, I'm wanting the help. I'm wanting to give others the help. Okay? So, of course, she said that her reason behind it was the way to remove energetic blocks of individuals earning money and managing money. Because that's a lot of time where, yeah, you can probably, a lot of us are able to really earn money. A lot of us aren't able to budget money, or just the opposite. Some of us are able to manage money but don't know how to earn it. So sometimes it's hard for us to do both. But so definitely to this author's surprise, there's something more after experimenting with the energy. Found that she tapped into something bigger and healing on a personal money level. So it's just discovery of the spiritual energy of money. Interesting. So y'all I done already got to page 11. I'm on 12 now. So let's see what time we got. How long I've been on this video? Let me see. Because I want y'all to really get into this, and I don't want to take too much of your time going into this money Reiki. I really recommend to take the class because of where we are in this world, especially nowadays, especially, and also this is definitely a way to be able to teach large groups of people to get more motivated in companies, whether you have your own business, you might have one or two employees. I would definitely recommend this. So pretty much, I just went through and I landed on page 2. So I would advise y'all to give Amira Senko for Kwali a call so I can really, really teach this. Um, and I really think you'll learn. And I also offer like homework, and I really dissect this. So I offer like somewhat homework, and also give tests on this, and also we definitely can talk, and I also send affirmations to help you along the way. And if anything that you struggle with or you need special help with, and not only the atonement that I offer you, but I definitely offer you a listening hand, because sometimes in these atonements like takes us to a whole new level, and we find ourselves struggling not necessarily with the atonement itself, but it definitely reaches us to the point where we're struggling within. So if you have a lot of things that you're struggling within, these atonements definitely offer you key points. And even with working with an instructor of whatever type of healing that's offering you, that can help you along the way. So my advisement would definitely be to take the class, because I'm telling you, this definitely helped. Even though I'm a Reiki Grandmaster, and I got my Reiki Grandmaster after like the 18th level, um, that I began to start taking these other Reikis, and I was just like, wow, these. And then like I said, the high that you get alone without like that energy that you get, because this energy ain't no joke. See, y'all can play with this if you want to, but the energy, the feeling, the tingly sensation is like one of the best sensations. And you know that when you're on point, you start feeling good about it. And I feel really good in these atonements, and it's very, very important that we or you get to the point where you're really trying to build yourself to a new level in your life, because that's what it's all about. You trying to aspire to a higher level in this life. I mean, why not? I mean, there's no point in being miserable. There's no point of thinking negatively. I have a vision board. Y'all want to see it? Okay, I'll show it to you. Hold on. Oops, sorry. Okay. So this is one of my vision boards that I created at one of the sisters' homes. I always messed up by a telephone call. But anyway, my name is, I'm gotta sign off now. I guess somebody's calling me. It's like 5:25 in the morning. Thanks so much for tuning in with Amira Senko for Kwali. Subscribe to me. I cannot wait for anybody to take this class. My number is 502-208-9142. Thank you.